Hey everyone, James here, and welcome back to yet another day of VEDS, but also let me be the first to formally welcome you to our annual Q&A. That's right, a couple days ago I put out a video calling for questions for said Q&A, and you guys did not disappoint. So I've gathered the whole crew together, me, RJ, along with me, begrudgingly, and, to my surprise, our captor, CJ. Hello. As well as the entity that has been overseeing this whole process the whole month, the Magic Mirror.
Greetings.
CJ, I actually want to thank you for showing up. I didn't think you would, considering this would be helping us. Oh, believe me, RJ, I wouldn't miss this for the world. In fact, I'm here more for emotional support. Okay, that's not ominous at all. Anyway, the Magic Mirror is going to be administering the questions to all of us. So, let's begin with the questions directed towards me, RJ.
Our first question comes from Desiree, who asks, did you like Yo Gabba Gabba?
Sorry, Desiree, but I don't have any opinion on that show, positive or negative. I've never even seen a whole episode of that show. I've maybe seen a couple of clips in passing growing up while babysitting, but in terms of like a full episode of it, no, I have never seen it. The only full thing of Yo Gabba Gabba that I have seen is, of course, that weird-ass pilot for it that I covered a couple of years ago in one of these videos on pilot obscurities. But, yeah, again, in terms of like a full episode of the real thing, I've never seen it, so I can't have an opinion on it, positive or negative. It was just sort of past my time for watching shows like that.
From Caleb, if you could study under any animator, alive or dead, who would it be?
Now that is an interesting question. Thank you, Caleb. Oddly enough, I do think about this quite often, so I do have answers that I can give. However, I'm actually going to segment your question into both dead and alive. I know you said or, but I'm going to actually give you one for both. Now, if I could study and be mentored by an animator who is no longer with us, that is definitely a hard one to pick. For no other reason than I'm kind of burdened with choice. Do I go with one of what was considered Walt Disney's 9 old men, like Frank Thomas, who did Captain Hook, Lady Tremaine, King Louie? Or do I go with the second half of Frank and Ollie, that famous animation duo, Ollie Johnson, who did Baloo, Bambi, Smee? Or my god, do I go with like a Mark Davis who did characters like Snow White, Cruella, and oh my lord, Maleficent? Or do I choose to like venture outside of Disney and go with like a Chuck Jones or a Friz Freeling who did a lot of Looney Tunes stuff? It's just so incredibly difficult to choose just one out of just that list alone, and I'm sure there's more if I had more time to think about it. But if I was going to, it would probably definitely be one of them. Again, it's kind of like picking a favorite child. Now, as for an animator who is still currently with us, that's actually surprisingly a lot easier for me to give an answer to. And if I were to study under and be mentored by an animator who is currently with us, it is definitely a tie between two individuals who, not surprisingly, also had a hand in creating two of my favorite Disney characters of all time, to which I'm sure pretty much everyone at this point is rolling their eyes so far into the back of their skull, because it's not really a surprise of who I'm talking about. The two individuals I am referencing are Andreas Deja and Eric Goldberg. Andreas Deja was the lead supervising animator for Jafar in Aladdin, and Eric Goldberg was the lead supervising animator for the genie in Aladdin. I cannot even begin to tell you how many times as a kid I listened to the animator's commentary on the 2004 Platinum Edition DVD of Aladdin. It's one of the only times in my memory that I can remember Disney doing a animator's commentary for any of their movies. And quite frankly, I could listen to Andreas Deja and Eric Goldberg talk about their characters, their approaches to animation, not just in Aladdin, but just overall, for absolute hours. Again, I cannot tell you how many times I listened to that track while watching that movie. So if you're gonna make me pick, it's going to be one of those two. And again, like with the animators who are no longer with us, it's kind of like picking a favorite child. But if I were, it would definitely be one of those two.
From Shelby, what is one Funko Pop that is on your wish list, either to buy or for them to even make?
Well, thank you, Shelby. And just like with Caleb, I'm going to split this question and give an answer for both scenarios. So, to start, yes, there are quite a few Funko Pops that are on my current wish list. From ones from lines as recently announced as this month, or in some cases last week from when I'm releasing this, lines from The Muppet Show, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain. I really at one point want to get those new Back to the Future ones, like Marty and Doc in front of the Twin Pine Mall sign, and Doc in the DeLorean. They also have these really cool ones currently of Disney villains standing in front of like a faux stained glass window that look kind of cool. There's only like 3 of them currently, but I might pick and choose which one of those I get. And at some point, I really want to try to get my hands on a Grunkle Stan, because I missed the boat when Grunkle Stan was available, and now he kind of goes for, let's just say, ludicrous prices. In terms of Funko Pops I wish they would make, I really wish we would eventually at some point get a live-action Grinch, like the Jim Carrey Grinch, and the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat, and they could even make both of those flocked, and I would buy them twice. I would really like something Phantasmic themed that might be even exclusive to the parks, whether it's like the mountain at Walt Disney World or the boathouse at Disneyland with the Maleficent dragon breathing fire and it's like Sorcerer Mickey fighting it, or if you want to go with the original Brave Little Tailor, I think that would be really cool. I'd love to eventually see lines from like Night at the Museum and, oh my god, robots. I think robots would be really cool designs for Funko Pops. And I guess for a last one, maybe a line from Meet the Robinsons, like bowler hat guy with the time machine from that movie. I think that would be really, really cool to have. As it stands, I already kind of have too much of these things as it is, so I probably shouldn't buy more, but let's admit it. If they make them, I definitely will buy more. No, I don't have a problem. Alright, that's enough. I'm sick of hearing you talk. Did I get any questions? Sorry, CJ. You didn't get any questions.
What?
I thought you were here for moral support. Yes, I'm here for emotional support. You're right. Anyways, our next batch of questions are, oddly enough, directed towards the magic mirror.
Oh, really? That is a surprise.
Yeah, I was about as surprised as you are, to be honest. I mean, I know when I said people could ask you questions, I didn't think anybody actually would, seeing as every answer from you is kind of like a fortune cookie, but anyway, let's begin with the first question for said magic mirror, which actually was from Shelby. And honestly, this wasn't so much a question mirror, but more of a request. So let's see here. Yes, okay. I got it queued up right here. Hopefully you can hear this mirror. Shelby wanted me to tell you this.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Can you make anything of that?
It's not a question, so an answer I cannot give. While some would be angry, all I can say is that I forgive.
Okay. Hope that helped. Anyway, the second question for you, Mirror, came from Tessa, and she asked a question that I've been wondering this whole month myself, but I've been too afraid to ask. Mainly, what do you get out of this whole setup? Whoa, hold it, slow your roll. The mirror is not going to answer that question. It's classified. What the mirror gets out of our business relationships is between him and me.
All I can say is that I was brought on to spy, not just on these two, but also on other alumni. I cannot answer yet as to the why, But by the way, CJ, you meant to say our business is between him and I.
Oh, enough. Why are we even asking the mirror questions? It's a waste of time if you ask me. Alright, let me just ask, did I get any questions or can I get back to my work?
From Tessa, in the spirit of you trying to be your own person, do you have any interests or favorite things that RJ doesn't?
Well, yes. Surprisingly, there are some things that I enjoy that RJ over there cannot stand. One such thing is, during a long editing session, I find listening to music can somehow help speed up the process, and one of my favorite artists to listen to is none other than Weird Al Yankovic. I even created a playlist of some of my favorites that were none other inspired by RJ over there. It's filled with songs like Fat, Tacky, Everything You Know Is Wrong, White and Nerdy, as well as other ones like Amish Paradise and Skipper Dan. And then after a long editing session, I do sometimes like to go into a corner by myself and make a Lego set. I don't know, it just helps cool my brain again after the arduous process of editing one of his videos.
From Shelby, how does it feel to be the fan favorite?
I am. Well, I must say that this is quite a surprise. A welcomed one, I guess, to be sure, but also a bewildering one. I guess it is nice to know that my hard work is appreciated by someone other than me. So, thank you, I guess. I don't know why, I can't say I completely understand it. I mean, I don't know how I could be anyone's favorite aside from my own. I mean, I only started appearing on camera to protest my work being grossly overlooked by RJ. I never thought I'd find good company in being an on-camera presence. But, I guess, yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll try to compose myself here. Woo!
Is something wrong? Did I say something to amuse you?
No, it's nothing. It's just, okay, I guess I just find it kind of funny that you would be anyone's favorite. I mean, you're hardly on camera, and when you are, all you do is talk in an indiscriminate accent and take pot shots at me. Oh, goody, here we go. Meanwhile, I'm over here doing all of the scripting and the filming and, well, you know, the actual hard work.
Oh, so you do all the hard work?
Well, yeah. I mean, come on, is this even a question? Are we really sitting here having this debate right now? I do all of the hard work around here, and guess what? You reap the benefits of it. And let's be honest, by the way, when you take those pot shots at me, which, by the way, you might want to take a look in a mirror, dude. Pot meet kettle. And you know what? At the end of all of it, I just take it, okay? I never fire back.
You only take it because you know you couldn't even begin to creatively come up with something to dish back at me.
Oh, is that so? Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss? Don't think I've forgotten about that first Q&A, by the way, when you forced me to do it, number one, and then number two, at the end, you blew up the chair that I was sitting in. Dude, you could have killed me, but did I do anything to get back at you? No. And you want to know why? It was because I realized maybe you were doing these things and lashing out for different reasons.
Yeah, because you constantly make me edit your tired, half-baked, old YouTube in the 2010s video ideas and expect me to turn them to modern-day 2025 gold. I mean, let's be honest. Do you really think anyone is going to watch a over 20-minute video about monsters at work where a grown man in his 30s almost reviews a show for people half his age?
Hey, I talk about what I want to talk about, okay? I'm not interested in chasing trends. Oh, and by the by, I only made that video because I had to, because of this stupid, cursed realm, which we are only in, by the way, because you were too stupid and naive enough to realize that CJ wasn't me.
Oh, so that's it, eh? Now I'm stupid.
CJ didn't even try to hide it, dude. In case you forgot, I wear blue, not yellow or whatever the hell he's wearing right now.
So everything is my fault. I'm the reason we're stuck here.
Yes. Okay, I admit, in the beginning, I was playing nice because I thought foolishly that you might have the slightest bit of guilt and self-awareness to realize what actually had happened and that your inactions were the cause of it. But now I realize I was a fool to think that, and maybe you need to be told things a little bit more bluntly. So let's try that. Yes, your naive and stupid ass is the only reason we have been trapped here for a month. And yes, I blame you.
Well, maybe if you hadn't left and we just did VEDS like we normally do, maybe we wouldn't be in this situation either. Have you ever considered that? But no, that's because it's not what RJ thinks. Because what RJ thinks is what RJ wants. And what RJ wants, RJ gets. Isn't that right about that little vacation? Which, by the way, you never even invited me to go with you. And that's because you never want to do anything with me. The only stretch of our relationship is this channel. Hey, EJ, how's the videos going? Hey, EJ, how's the edit going? Hey, EJ, what videos can we make? It's never, hey, EJ, how are you going? How are you feeling? You're a valued member of the team. You know what? Just once, I want to hear you say that.
I've said that before. You know I appreciate you.
Okay, so it shouldn't be a problem then. Go on, say it. Say it right now, please. Say you appreciate my work.
EJ, I'm not gonna.
Say it.
You're fishing for compliments at this point.
Say it.
It wouldn't be real.
See? You can't even do it. You can't even do one little thing that I am asking you to do. Even though it is something that you yourself have said is absolutely true. But because I'm asking you to say it, you can't be bothered. So then I have to ask, is that really what you think? I think not. We're through. I'm tired of being your little workhorse that all you do is talk business and bark orders at. I am no longer going to be your little pet prodigy that you cart around whenever you want me to. We are through. It is time for some new management around here.
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
Something I should have done a long time ago. I'd say sorry, but let's be honest. You brought this on yourself. Silencio Falken.